fight, it's gonna be hard because I put on the performance with that one.
Yeah, that was one of the fights that really I remember, like when you when I first really started hearing your name, like 2016, 2017,
It
around
was
that time.
2016 I fought him.
Yeah, I remember that was one of the fights that really started getting your name buzzing in boxing, and then all the Tank stuff started.
No, actually, Tank stuff started before that.
Was it before that?
Tank was 2014. Oh, we've been going at this since 2014. That's how long it's been.
Well, when I say the Tank thing, I mean the one video where you're up in his face and you're like, when I get my IBF belt, are we gonna
Oh
unify?
yeah. That's
Yeah.
what. That's after 3 years.
Okay.
We finally seen each other.
I'm thinking about that. That's what I'm thinking about.
That
That was like
17.
2016 or 2017.
That was 17.
Okay. Well, look, I did hear you say in other interviews, like, you still do want to go up to 35 at some point in your career.
I am going to 35.
Okay, you are going to 35.
I am.
And Tank ain't left yet. So, I mean, we might need to pour some gasoline and reignite that, because when y'all was going back and forth, it was some of the best, like, trash talking in boxing. It was some of the best, like, back and forth in boxing.
I believe, man, Tank at one point was the biggest fight in boxing.
I don't know about boxing. It was definitely the biggest fight in the division.
No, and me and Gervonta Davis at one point. Name some other fighters.
2017. I'm trying
at that time. They could have been a bigger fight. 2 young kids, both from Philly. I'm gonna say both from the hood.
Northeast.
One from Baltimore, one from Philly. We both got mutual friends in Meek Mills.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was a lot going. It was a lot.
I remember it was a big deal. It was huge. It was huge at that point. I just don't know if it was the biggest, but it was up there.
I just can't remember no other fight at that time. I may be wrong.
But I have to really sit down and think about that one. But
at that time, I don't remember no other fights.
I just remember at that time, like, that was a fight I really wanted to see. I remember like back then, I'm like, man, Tank's fighting all these guys at, like, 122 and 126 and moving them up. Fight Tevin Farmer. I remember that being.
You want to know how I know that was one of the biggest fights? Because you don't even remember no other fights at that time, but that one.
Because I'm talking to you right now, but I have to really sit down.
Right.
I know. Lomachenko and Tank was a fight that I used to talk about a lot back then.
Yeah, but that was nowhere near as huge as me and Gervonta Davis. Hell no.
It didn't have.
Think about it. When you talk about Gervonta Davis and Loma, you talking about boxing fans.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. You guys had the hip hop fans, the streets, the boxing fans, the casual fans, the Baltimore fans. I get it. I get what you're saying.
When you got Baltimore woman DMing me and under my post, and you got Philly woman, all them going at it. Philly woman, Baltimore woman going at it over the situation because I'm from Philly and bro. It was a lit situation, bro. And I think it's still gonna be lit. And when the fight do happen, because I believe it will, it got to be on the West Coast. It can't be on the East Coast.
Why? Because too dangerous?
It's going to be too dangerous.
Someone going to get clipped?
I mean, I hope not. But
I hope not either. I'm just saying, like,
man, Tank ain't got nothing to do with what happened. But I know how fans are, and people want to rep their city so bad, and how things going to go. But
so they might.
Shout out to him. He just turned Muslim, so.
Yeah, I seen that.
My whole family Muslim.
Yeah.
Like 85% of my 90% of my family Muslim.
Are you Muslim?
No, I'm not Muslim, but most of my family Muslim. So I have a great relationships with the religion.
Yeah. I'm not Muslim. I'm a Christian, but God bless him. God bless him.
Yeah, I got my whole family is Muslim, so that's all I've been around, Muslims and Christians my whole life. So
well, I know Philly, like I just know in Philly in general, like there's hella Muslims in Philly.
everybody Muslim in Philly, man.
But yeah, that'd be a great fight. You and Tank. Have you guys spoken to each other at all since, like, in recent times? Like, is there anybody?
Bro.
Nah.
I wish him well though, bro. I'm like, I always did. A sport is a sport at the end of the day. But and you see that he matured a lot. He moving different, So you got respect any man that's willing to better themselves, So that's my stand on it. But at the end of the day, I got to become champion again, and I will become champion again, and then we gonna revisit that.
Oh, absolutely. And look, man, there's so many great fights out there for you at 30, 35 as well. I know you mentioned you called out Isak Cruz in August, and that's a guy that fought Gervonta Davis. So if you were trying
Yeah,
to go that route, that'd be a guy naturally you'd have to fight.
yeah. When I move to 35, I'll take that too.
Are you moving to 30? Are you gonna move to 35 this year, or is that like what's the timeline on that? Like, what's your timeline for moving up to
I got
35?
I got to become a champion at 130 first.
Okay,
So depending on the situation, I'm going to become a champion most likely this year.
mm-hmm.
And depending if I get the opportunity to defend, not defend, I'm sorry, to unify or the opportunity to be undisputed, I'm going to go for that all day long. But if I feel like it's a far fetch, I'm moving to 35.
Okay. Do you have any idea of maybe like what route you're gonna go? Like, cause I checked the rankings. I didn't see your name anywhere in the 130 rankings. So
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. Probably IBF, I'm not sure, but I'm a former champion, so in a lot of body sanctions, you don't even have to be ranked to fight for a title.
that's true. Like I know, like if you've been a champion either at a lower weight class or at that weight class with that
Yeah,
sanctioning body, you can get a higher stand. All you gotta do is talk to the people out there, and you can petition for a ranking.
yeah, easily.
Yeah,
So
as long as you're active, you have to have a fight within a year. But
yeah, so I had two in the past year. So
so
um, the rankings for me is not a big deal. It could be a big deal if nobody want to fight me, but I could probably easily become a mandatory somewhere.
okay, okay.